Baby. Hey, Ah, hey, listen. Hey, everybody, what's going on? What is going on? Hey, everybody, I'm not gonna be here for long. Listen, why am I live? Look at my title. It says who is going next. We're on a live watch. We're gonna see who is next in the lineup. Who is going next to obliterate? Well, let me not say it. Who is going live next? Because we want to know who. I'm waiting to see if King Roman is going live. Yaya is going live. Who else? Who else is going live? Because I've been having fun. It's been 4 hours of this. I have been online for 4 hours having a wonderful time. You hear me? I need to know who is going live next to address this situation or to respond to what's been going on because I need to know how to schedule my day. I need to know how to, put things in order so I can know, like, how to put my stuff together. I'm just saying. Hey, YouTube cameras, ciao. I was over there, by Noble a while ago. Noble is over there as usual doing his thing, but this time around he's cussing out Tracy. I don't know what she said or what she's going on with because the fact that he's playing her video to do and I'm hearing her audio, I just clicked off because I've been doing good not hearing her for a few years. It's been almost 2 years now since I've stopped dealing with the bitch. So, I don't like hearing her voice, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't like hearing mine. So don't be in my clouds either, bitch. Because this accent goes freaking nowhere. You hear me? It goes absolutely nowhere. So if you can't deal with it, get out of my bushes. Okay. Or stay up there, whatever makes you comfortable. But he's over there cutting up and playing her live and cussing her out. So I was there, and Honest Roll was cussing out somebody this morning too. I don't know who he was cussing out, but he says he doesn't care. He's been cussing. Is it Brian? Who is Honest Roll cussing out? I don't know. Wait. Oh, no, it's not her. I thought I got a notification. Listen, we're just here waiting to see who's going live, okay? Okay. Hey, Clyde girl. Hey, the queen before you. Lilani's kitchen. Shantae, big up yourself. Who else is in here? Everybody coming through, big up on herself, big up on herself. Hey, Angie. Hey, Lady Tia. Yeah, it's been festive all morning, girl. The chats were festive. You hear me? He's talking about Ronnie Q. I don't think. What? Do I need to go back and listen? Because I went there when he started this morning, and then I went back a while ago and tried a red ball, but I wasn't sure who he was cussing out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was taking a sip. Hey, ODS, good live a while ago. I knew you were gonna come, ODS. I knew it because yesterday when you ended your live, I knew you were getting frustrated, or not frustrated. Maybe that's not the word I'm looking for, but you were just pretty much over the crap. And I'm like, he cut his live off and he says he's not coming back live. So he was a little bit pissed. So I could tell based on what I was seeing going on in the chat yesterday. And you were doing your regular commentary, being neutral and stuff. But I think what the real issue is that whenever she's upset with people who are saying stuff in your chat, she expects you as the CC to see every single comment and be, upset about everything because she watches the chat like a hawk, but she doesn't understand that not all CCs do that. Some of us are doing stuff behind here. Hell, half of the time I'm on here doing a live stream, I am busy working. You hear me? Half of the time I'm here, I am folding laundry, I am cleaning up. It depends on the day and the mood. You hear me? Because I want to be doing something while I'm on here. Okay, so you were there giving your commentary. You were reacting to Bizarro's video, and I think she feels some type of way because Sheffy is your supposed YouTube daughter, so she thought that you were taking up for her or something. But I didn't see that happening, and you were seeking clarity. And then also, you gave her the opportunity to click the link and say, what she was feeling, put a name on it, be specific. You gave her that as someone who was being neutral. So I don't really understand why is she always mad? Does anybody know? Why is she always upset at somebody? She is doing a really good job at I don't remember the name of who is the person who came up on your link. Was it One Up or One and Only who came up on your link a while ago? ODS, she said it right. It's been years of her doing this. Some of you people who just came in here 2-3 years ago, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're dealing with. This is how she is. And she does a really, really good job at forcing or pushing away people who support her. I've been saying this. People have been saying this. She does a good job at causing chaos and confusion everywhere she goes because she's always whining about something. You'd be in her chat and you don't know she's upset with you. You'd be in a whole chat having a conversation, laughing at something else, and trust and believe she'll be upset with you and you not even know. I don't even know. She does this. She goes and she's a part of a crew for a minute or so, and she's glad, they accept her and blah blah blah. They're cool with her, and then two twos, bam bam, there she goes. She gets upset with you for the slightest of things. She's very emotional. I don't know, child. I don't know. YouTube cameras. I don't know. Mm-mm. Who else was mentioned? Where? You mean by Honest Row? I don't know. Hold on. Because I am looking out. I am checking my phone to see who is going live, child. I am betting it's going to be Yaya or Pizarro. Maybe King Roman, who knows? But I already know I have my schedule for the Real K Fit tomorrow, so that's Wednesday. But I want to know what I'm doing for today. Hey, Peach Fuzz. And why is it that she's upset at what's her name? Why is she upset at Ivy Pearl? Yes, ODS, I realize you weren't trying to go there yesterday and you were giving her the opportunity to click the link and talk and stuff. And the fact that you just ended the live so abruptly, I knew you were trying to, hold it down. But then again, you said you were hungry too. So I'm just saying. Mm-mm. You've always tried to make the yard a place where everybody could come. You've always done that from the not only this channel, your other channel that you lost. It's always been that way. So I don't know why people think they should come with the problems they have with other people and expect you as the CC to, get in the midst of that. It's just crazy. I don't know. This is not high school. I am sorry. And at this stage, I don't think anybody can help her. She has to want to help herself and stuff. I heard some shocking stuff today that I didn't understand it, but then again, it's not for my place to know because people talk about people's children all the time over here. um, but the fact that she had words to say about K Fit's son, calling him a mute and stuff, the word is nonverbal. The term is nonverbal. And please best believe many of these children who are nonverbal, they could speak. They are speaking, child. You just don't know what they're saying. I have a channel that I watch, and this child is autistic and nonverbal. Best believe we've been hearing the words coming out clear. All people used to think she was doing was just making sounds. And of late we've been hearing the words clearer. So these children talk. You don't worry about them. They know how to communicate. They can do what they want to do. And I think it's a good thing that K Fit puts her son on a high, a stage, a platform, and she's proud of him. Who is supposed to be proud of him? Who is supposed to be? That's what she's supposed to do as a mother. And if she wants to speak highly of him at every chance she gets, she's supposed to do it. So speak highly of your daughter too. And that's it. That's all. Why are you acting like, oh, everybody should? Now she made it a male versus female thing. Oh, everybody's paying more attention to K Fit's child, and her child is getting all A's and stuff. And, how? When and why did it become a my child versus your child? Also, I've said this in two chats since morning. I've been saying I don't understand why people think, and I don't tell you how to parent your children do not need to be exposed to anything happening in the beef sector. Because she did make a comment to say, what if her child heard that? What if her child was one of the type of persons to hear that type of commentary and then go to school and take her life? In the first place, why is your child hearing this? This is a space for grown folks. It is a space where people come to roast, drag, albeit there's some really nasty shit that is said over here and stuff. I get that. But your child does not need to be exposed to this type of content. So it would be your fault if your child decided to hear anything and do anything after. You know? Mm-mm. Pizarro said, oh, Pizarro is going live, ODS. You know she's going live. She is going live. Hey, the church lady. Yaya did say she was going to go live too. She said that over there by Ronnie Q. So I'm waiting. Guys, for those who are just coming in, we are on live watch because we want to know who's going live next. I'm just here as a filler, child. You know I am a subby first. So I'll be over there. I'll be over there, whoever goes live next. Okay. Okay, Lady Tia says she read Ball Honest Rose live because he was cussing somebody out over there this morning. He was saying that he just didn't care what anybody else has to say. They must do them, and he doesn't care if they get upset or not. But I was sticking around to try to figure out who he was talking about, and I just couldn't get it. Hey, Anthony Smith. Hey, sis. I'm living my best life. Hey, sis. I just wish grown folks leave their children to their battles. I can't stand someone dragging in innocent children who did them nothing wrong. It's shameful. I get that too. Clyde says she's all children out today. Right. It's supposed to be 18 and over. And if you have your child listening to shit like this, what does it say about you? Did you not hear K Fit today saying that she's gonna do her live? I don't remember what time she said, 7 something or something like that. And did you hear why she said she was going at that time? Because she said her child needs to be in bed first. Did you all hear that? That's what a responsible mother said. And even if they aren't to sleep, do not be in earshot with them with this type of stuff. We know how stuff get dirty in the beef sector. Come on. I'm just saying. Hey, Joanna. I'm just saying. Right, Clyde. We're hosting a live watch while we wait. We're counting down. We're watching. I have my devices here to see who's going live next, so I could tell you where we're going, child. Okay. We're on live. Oh, the link. I didn't drop it. Okay, let me drop it again. Come through, Ronnie Q. Listen, last night was something else. There goes the link. They just need to leave children out of their drags. Children are smart and they know how to find stuff without permission. And I wouldn't want to have anybody. Child. What do you want your child hearing half of the shit? Hell no. Mm-mm. You are lost, sis. Child, it started over there by ODS. Well, it started at the spaceship. ODS went over there and was giving his commentary as usual. The Miso, of course, does her y'all, they, them, whatever it is. And she was upset about his commentary because apparently she felt like it wasn't in favor of her or he was choosing sides or whatever. I don't know. We could never know what she's thinking because she's always in victim mode. She's always in battle mode. Like she had to fight all of her life or something. Why are you always listening to these different voices in your head? Why do you do it? I don't know. Anywho, it left from there. ODS ended his live. She went live and she was cussing everybody out. She was doing the they them y'all. She said she was crashing out. Crashing out is all I heard. So we have crash out packages for $10. They're for sale for this week. She said crash out so many times. If I could take a sip every time she said that, I would be drunk in like maybe 15 minutes. So she went over there, she was cussing people out. She deleted that live, but trust and believe people have that whole thing recorded. She was cussing people's children out. She was saying people are defending some people and not defending her. She was talking about how they have Nina modded up and how it's a laugh, it's a joke. How and who are the people over here who have Nina modded up? Think about it. Who is she really talking about and why? What kind of conversations and stuff, comes behind that is a question. Then after that, and she cussed for a while and ranted for a while, it went over there by the spaceship. Now that's when I fell asleep because I just think sleep is important at my age right now. A girl is 80. Okay, hold on, I got somebody in the back. Is that you, Clyde?
Me, 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 me. Hey,
Hey,
y'all.
Clyde. Good morning.
Good morning, Very Carrie. Good morning, chat.
Mhm.
What's an informant Sugar Grish says, respect to the host, respect to the chat.
I like hearing her say that.
Yeah, I love
all
when she
pro-
says that.
it's like
So
all
funny.
protocols observed. Okay.
Right, exactly. So listen, can somebody down there start taking notes? Because first of all, I need to know one thing. When did crash out become a thing in the beef sector? Is this a new phrase we're gonna be stuck with for however long?
Well, I think it was overused last night, so I don't know who's going to be using it today because it's been used enough for the whole month.
I
That
think
one
I
live
saw
stream she did was enough for the whole month. Okay.
ODS. Didn't you put it in your title? I'm
You
like,
sure
why is
did.
it? I'm like, why? I'm like, why is this a phrase?
And he
Because
had that, and with
it's
that video of the house burning down and stuff. Were you burning out a dollhouse, ODS? 'Cause I was just saying, I was laughing the whole time. And
that
the
is
damn chat was so
hilarious.
festive too. The fuck?
And
Hey,
then
Miss
something
Juicy.
else, it's something else I need to know. Ro, who you cussing out, Ro? Listen, Ro, brother, we stand behind you in terms of, just you being who you are. But just name the names. Unless you're on somebody else's panel and that person doesn't get along with the channel holder, I can understand not mentioning their name. But if you're on your own channel, sir, just tell us who you're talking about. Because listen, the beef sector collectively, our brains are tired. We have to keep figuring out who they is, them are, folks is. Listen, it's too many hoops that y'all got us jumping through. Okay, we're playing a guessing game, and there are no prizes for whoever guesses the right answer. So just tell us who you're talking about. Okay, Ro?
I
All right,
couldn't
good.
stay long enough to figure out who he was cussing out. because he was
I
just
didn't even
going
know he
off.
was cussing. I didn't know he was cussing anybody out until you told us. And then on top of that, now Ness hit the link over on ODS's and said something happened over on Shatella Live's channel. Now, Ness, you know we don't watch that man's channel, girl. So just come over here and give us the tea in
I
terms
know,
of
I
what
know.
happened. Okay, I'm subscribed because I need to be able to find people in case some stuff go down. But just normally, ain't nobody watching that man who rents a scooter and needs a cash out to go get some liquor and one reefer roll. Okay,
Did you say he rents a
nobody
scooter?
listening to him.
He rents a scooter?
Listen, I guess when the Tims get tired of walking, boots are made for walking. I guess when he get tired of that, he'll rent, them little scooters that be on the street that you can put your credit card, swipe, and you get it for about $5 or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Mhm.
listen. Ness, if you gonna tell us something that happened on Shatella Live's channel, then you need to give us the cliff notes because otherwise, girl, we ain't going over there. We ain't going over there. And I also need to know in these list of questions that I have, shout out to Deanna, we got questions. All of this enemy management list, I can't keep up. One day we're arguing with people, and the next day we're making up. Listen, you done cussed the lady out. Now you want to be her friend. I'm talking about Krista, girl. We can't keep up. Tell us.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Keep us.
Yeah.
Look, tell us who is on your enemy list so we know who you talking about. But then when you take somebody off your enemy list and scratch them off, you got to tell us that too. All I'm saying is just keep us abreast of what's going on, girl. Give us the cliff notes, okay? That's all we're asking. Give us the cliff notes, please.
I can't keep up with the people who she gets upset with. It's just too much. There's always something going on.
I don't know. My name might be on the list, and I wouldn't even know.
I don't even know. Maybe I'm on the list too. I don't know. Shit.
I don't know.
Well,
when I tell you the B sector has been popping off, it's just like July 4th didn't happen until yesterday and today with all the fireworks.
Okay.
Like, what's going on? Y'all know we don't celebrate July 4th. We all about the Juneteenth. What's going on with y'all?
And then the thing is, I thought that today the big story would have been, Malik clicked Ness's link last night and was going off with Brooke. Child, that took second place today because everybody was going off on the Miso. And the big talk was about what happened. So I thought everybody was going to talk about Malik and what's her name today. Did you get to watch it?
Listen, I'm the red ball queen, okay? And I will red ball through Alive. Because here's the thing. I didn't even know that Brooke and Malik and Peels was a thing, right? Because I normally don't follow Brooke's storyline. Usually when people self-title themselves the light skin and then add their name to it, those are people I kind of skip over. But because this was a thing last night and I finally figured it out and had a little bit of help figuring it out, I said, oh, wait, we got the current husband and the future boyfriend or the current boyfriend. And then it seems like they were ping-ponging her back and forth. Like, you can have her. No, you can have her. This is pretty much my watered down version of it. And I said, I ain't never seen nothing like this before in real life. What? Listen, but I'm going to tell you what. Brooke has 1,000% confidence, okay? Maybe she can share a little bit with some other folks. But Brooke said that she was that girl. And listen, I gotta say, she was running that. Listen, she let the boys know when they could talk and when they couldn't talk. So I can't question her on that. But yeah, just that quickly, I forgot about what happened last night. Is she able to spin this off to grow her channel or no? Because we were on Ness's channel when we were watching this all go down.
Something like that would have been Yeah, well, I guess Ness is her friend, but something like that, you'd have thought she would have done that on her channel, like speak about it, maybe this morning or something. But no.
Oh, you know what? Usually, when I think of someone being that girl, that in air quotes, right, in all caps, usually that
Yeah.
girl, usually smart. She's usually successful. She's you.
Mhm.
Anyway, look, but then Malik hit the link and he went over to Bree's channel. Now, listen,
I wasn't expecting him to go over there. You know why? Because he's well. I don't know. Is Bree and Brooke not cool?
I
Are
don't
they not
know.
cool? Because at one
Again,
point Malik was threatening on the panel over by Ness. He was saying, if you continue to interrupt me, I'm gonna go to your ops. And I
yeah,
and Brooke started going off like, "What?
yeah,
Why?"
I,
And
I, I don't know.
so I thought he was gonna go over by Ronnie Q.
I don't know. You know how you have those family trees, right? And it has like a name, the father, the mother, and it branches out to the children. We need a enemy family tree, a enemy list in the beef sector because I don't know who's arguing with who. I don't know who's cool with who. I don't know who's fighting with who. I don't know, child.
It is too
Who with
taxing. I
whom? Let
can't
me want to
always
be
keep up.
correct. Who and whom? I don't know, child.
Right,
Anyway,
because half of the times when even I'm bringing people up on my panel, I don't know when they're not cool. And
listen,
then
that's not
unless you hear them say it, and I'm like, oh my god,
right.
I didn't even
But that's
remember
not your
that.
job. But that's not your yeah, that's not your job to keep up with because if
Half
they
of the
hit your
time I
room,
can't keep up. I'll be just bringing people up, and they're like, I don't want to be your. Oh my god, I didn't know. Some of the times
right,
I'll remember, but sometimes I don't know. But we can't always keep up as subscribers. We don't always know who fell out or anything. But anyways, go ahead.
right. But if anybody's keeping track of who's enemies with who, please let us know so we can go to your community wall. We appreciate it in advance. But then Malik went over to Breeze. And when I say this with all the utmost respect. That's how you know shade is getting ready to come. Okay, listen. Malik should be 20 pounds by the time he finished spinning and spinning and spinning over on Bree's channel. Bree would ask him a direct question, and this man was telling you about something that happened back in 1942. Okay. And then he would refer you back to Ness's video like she was a footnote reference. I said, what are we writing thesis papers around here? What's going on? Already, he said already answered that. He said already
Yeah,
answered that.
sometimes
She said,
he gives you
where?
answers,
She
but it doesn't
didn't even
answer
answer that.
anything.
And he said over on Ness's channel. And she finally gave up. She was like, well, I guess we have to go back and watch Ness's video.
Oh, right, because nothing much was coming out. He said they're supposed to be filing paperwork today at 9. Did you hear that?
Okay, but that's contradictory to what Malik spun. Okay, because now I think what happened was, don't quote me and don't get mad, Light Skin Brooke and Malik and Peels, but I think what Malik was saying over on Bree's channel was the For the Love of Brooke happened first. Okay, I'm putting a question mark, an exclamation, and a pause right there. Then she came back to Malik and said, I want it to work between us.
Hold on
I
one second. Hold on. Ronnie Q?
Yes, it's me.
Hey,
Go
Ronnie
ahead,
Q.
Clyde.
Hey,
Hey,
Ronnie
hey,
Q.
Clyde. I'm listening. Go ahead.
And then, so For the Love of Brooke, then she goes to Malik and says, I want our marriage to work. And then I think she went back to Peels. I think I got it in the right order, but
It
again,
sounds that way to me. Sounds
but
sounds about right.
But Malik won't confirm nor deny because he says he's already laid it out in the order, and we have to go back to Ness's channel. So that's the footnote reference that we got to be redirected back to. Ness, if you take that video down, girl, we going to just be clueless. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be clueless anyway because I ain't going back to watch. Good morning, Ronnie. You?
Did you notice how he made sure he asked Pills, are you in a relationship? Because he wanted him to verbally respond to say yes. we're in a relationship. I like Brooke. He made sure he did that, and I don't know what he's planning on using that to do. But it was pretty weird to me. It was just weird because at one point, um, what's his name? What's her name? Brooke kept saying, "Oh, and I took up for you. I did a live stream taking up for you." I said, "No, one, I don't care. I don't need." And my lips were sealed, and I'm like, "What are you talking about? What is she
Did she
talking
take
about?
up
That
for him on her
took up for
channel?
him?" Yeah, and that is
We wouldn't
Malik.
have seen that, Brooke. We wouldn't have seen it. Nobody goes over there, Brooke. I mean, girl, you got to go to one of the other channels to let us know. And this is no shade or slight to you. I'm just stating facts, Brooke.
She doesn't spend a lot of time on her own channel though, so that is kind of true. But the thing is, I don't understand if Malik says he's okay with pills and his wife dating, what would be his point of clicking on the links to make his presence be known? What was he trying to get at last night is my question.
This is how Malik would have answered that. Exactly. That would
That
have
would
been
be
his
his
answer.
answer? Oh
Yes,
Lord.
that's exactly how he was answering Brooke. I mean, not Brooke, Bree. When Bree was asking questions, he was like,
Yeah, he
exactly.
wasn't really answering anything to be quite honest. So it wasn't
No, it was
necessarily
crazy.
exclusive.
It was
And
crazy.
but the fun part was when they were both calling out each other's numbers. That was hilarious. They were calling out phone
Wow.
numbers, and I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And why do they have each other's numbers? Who gave Malik his Pill's number? Who gave Pills Malik's number? What is happening? What kind of love triangle are we watching on YouTube? And
It
why?
was it
Oh, go
was
ahead.
for our pure entertainment, is what I surmise. Now, this is what I have to say. Krista, just Krista, girl, they bumping your storyline over. Girl, you got, girl, you got to come out here and do something to top that, girl. They bumping your
Exactly.
storyline. What's going on, Ronnie Q?
Veronica, you're muted. She may
I'm
be busy.
sorry. I was
Because of it.
trying. No, I wasn't. I was trying to find which tab was my StreamYard so I could come off mute. Nothing. I when I was Hey Church Lady. Hi everybody in the chat, Clyde and Carrie. When I was over
Hey,
at
Ron.
King Roman News, not King, no ODS's. Um, somebody it had to have been a troll. I've never seen this name before. So, and you were talking about Honest Row was going at somebody today. So when I'm over at ODS's, a name I've never seen before said, "Oh, Honest Row was on his backup channel, going at you and a view, reading you and a view," and I'm just
What?
like, I said, "Oh, okay." Um, I don't know I don't
Why?
know Honest Rose, so okay, whatever. I'm like, so
But what would
with
cause
you
him to do
saying,
that though?
I,
Well,
What
I
did you
think the
guys talk about?
better, but I think the
yeah,
bigger question is it true? See,
yeah,
we
that's
gotta ask these questions before we start going down a rabbit hole. And I
yeah,
thought his
and
backup channel was a AMSR or Bookbang channel or something.
yeah, and that's why
Oh
I'm asking
my.
Very Carey because I heard Very
I
Carey
don't
say
know.
he
I
was
I
going
was
at
trying to
somebody,
figure
but
out
he
who he
couldn't
was
figure it
going at.
out.
I was trying to figure it out and I couldn't stay long enough to find out because it was taking too long to come out. And every time I'd
When
go back, I'm like, no, I still don't know. I'm checking
yeah,
the chat and I'm like, no, I
was it on
still
his
don't know.
main? What
It was on
was
his
it
main
on?
page.
Okay, so this person said that he was on his backup page and he was calling me IQ and he was calling View Bigfoot. So I'm just like, why would he be talking about me? I have never said anything derogatory about him. I've done commentary, and it's certain type of people who I don't go in on. And Honest Rose is the type of person who I don't go in on. And I gave commentary about his trip and I said it looked like he had a good time. I'm like, okay, this is either some BS. And since you had said that you heard it, was there any context of anything? I mean, you've heard my commentary. on the trips and the planned trips and all of this. I find it hard to believe that he would be going in on me and sitting on the panel of Coochie Wilson, who calls him Slow Row. So I'm like really like confused. Like, is this BS? Or it definitely was a troll because I've never seen that name before.
Can I
At
jump
this
in here
point,
and say, I'm sorry.
go ahead, because at this point, I'm trying to find the what's it called when you can read the script.
The
'Cause
chat
I
summary?
That
right
summary,
nah, I'll find it. I'll be back.
I've
Okay.
never been able. You can only find those on your phone, right?
They don't always come up for me on my phone. And they
Oh,
don't
okay.
always come up on the tablet either. So it's just kind of hit or miss is what I found. I saw somewhere on Lipstick Alley, they say if you switch it from top comments to all comments, it'll pop up. But even when I try
It
that, it
doesn't
doesn't
stay for
always
long.
happen.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
every now
I've
and
only
then.
seen the chat summary twice,
Right.
but I took it off. Did the same thing that you just said a while ago. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find the script for the. That's not the name of the. But you know what I
You mean
mean.
the closed caption?
No,
But everybody
Oh,
don't have it on. You have to set it up in your
not the
studios to
closed
have it
cap.
on closed captions.
No, that's
So
not
if
what
you
I'm
didn't
talking.
set
You
it
know, you
up,
could read the script for the whole
the
video.
summary, the YouTube. Oh,
the
oh,
summary?
yeah, it has
Yeah,
the
I
script,
do that
and I
sometimes.
hit that by mistake, and the whole script of the whole live came up, and
Yeah, that is
I
what I
don't
do
even know
sometimes.
how I did it. I was like,
That's
how
what
did
I
I
do.
do that?
Yep, that's what if I miss a live and I'm trying to listen, what I do is I read through it so I can pick out the real points because I am the person who I just want stuff in
Well, how
two
do you
or
do
three
it?
sentences. That's
Like,
the thing. I can't do it on the video I'm looking at because all I do is click on the video itself and there's an option for you to just look at the chat. What's it called? I can't remember. Why can't I find the simple word? This I don't know what it's called. I'll figure it out. I'll tell you. I'm getting a
Well,
block.
well, this is what I want to say to all content creators out there. This is a bigger lesson. Ronnie Q is asking questions and she's not just jumping down Rose's throat.
The
So
word is
many,
transcript.
yeah,
Oh,
so
I
many.
am
Oh, the
sorry.
transcript, right?
That
Okay. So many people get got by, I'm not going to say just trolls, but regular subbies who they run between chats and they start stuff and either they come with a partial truth or a whole lie, right? And then the content creator goes down this rabbit hole and then has to end up apologizing instead of, listen, if you didn't call my name, that means you're not talking to me. And Ronnie Q didn't jump the gun on this one. And I wish more content creators would do that. And whoever is allegedly having issues with you, go to that person directly on their channel. You see what I'm saying? And that
right.
would cut out a lot of this bull. Now, I'm not saying that we're not supposed to have bull down here at the beef sector, because yes, we are. But my point is, why argue with 15 people when you can only argue with 11? You see what I'm saying? So
Correct.
I wish more content creators would do what you're doing, like you.
Yeah, because it just was like, no, that sounds odd to me. I mean, like, of me of all people, and
because all you did was commentary yesterday, like anybody else.
yeah, I'm not free of my F stuff that I may do, but it just didn't apply. So and you have to notice that who is giving this stuff to you. Like, who even are you? His backup page, I don't even know how to get to his main page. I don't think I've ever been on his main page. So I wouldn't even have an idea what his backup page is named or how to get to that. So none of it made sense to me. That's
I
what
was on his main page this morning, and if you're using your phone, what I do if I missed a live and I want to go through the transcript real quick, you click on the video, you click more, and then you'll see something that says show transcript, and that's all I do. Click on the show transcript. So while I
okay.
have it playing on 2 times speed, I can scroll down and read everything the person has said, and I just skim and scan for like important points, and that's it. because sometimes
Okay.
it takes too much. So you could do
Hmm.
that. I'm thinking that the last live he did today, that the transcript has not yet been generated because I'm not seeing it. So I'll go back later on to see because I can't tell who he was talking about. And you don't want to just go with what somebody says in the chat. You'd want to probably know for yourself first.
Exactly.
Right. So
Exactly.
yeah, because the video was 21 minutes. And I don't know if he left that one and went to his backup channel. So you'd have to check it out first before you go off. If you ever
Yeah.
go off, because I don't think you
Well,
will.
I don't even know what the backup channel is. I don't go.
I don't
I
know
mean,
that one.
why would I? If that did happen, like, what is it on me? It's like, obvious is something. If it did happen, it would be obviously something that he is looking for, in ways of something I can't understand, and I don't have time to even indulge in it anyway. But since when I came over here, you had mentioned that you were over there. So I just kind of wanted to see if you had seen any of
Mm-mm.
that going
Not
on.
long enough to get anything. Not long
Yeah.
enough. Because I kept
Okay.
waiting. I kept trying to figure out. I kept red balling while he was live. I just wasn't getting it. So
Was
I
he
left.
having gripes with someone or anything to that effect,
Yep.
or huh?
Mhm. Yep. Because all I heard was him saying he doesn't care how the person feels. He's just saying what he wants, and if they get upset, they get upset. That's all I heard. But I was thinking to myself, it may have been Brian, you know. But I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, Noble, you were over there cussing Tracy out a while ago. What is going on with you two? And why is she still threatening to send somebody to come to you in Detroit? Is what I want to know. That's so dumb. I don't know. It's weird. Ronique, I am waiting to see who's going live next. I'm trying to see if King Roman News is gonna go because I'm on a high since this morning's show, and then now ODS went live next, and I'm like, who else is going live? Oh no, and Brianna went live. I don't know if she went at it with what's her name, the Miss O, because last night when the Miss O was going off, Brianna was in the chat asking what did I laugh at, because apparently the Miss O was accusing her of laughing at something regarding her, and Brianna was like, you could go back and watch my live, I wasn't laughing at anything and stuff. So she's also upset with TMO, but I don't know if they're going to work it out or not. So I'm pretty much kind of waiting. I may need to go red ball Brianna's live too, because it's been a lot going on. This woman just continuously causes issues wherever she goes. She has a problem with everyone. Everyone is doing her bad. Everyone. So now I'm hearing she's going. She even said that she should have stuck around with VS. Did you hear her when she said that?
Oh yeah, I
Oh
definitely saw
my
that.
god.
Yeah,
VS would
I
have
saw
used
that.
her ass.
What, that Bree should have stuck with VS?
No, she should have stuck with VS.
TMO is saying that she herself
Mhm.
should have stuck with
Yep,
VS.
with VS, right.
Go back. Aren't they still friends?
I don't know, but there was a $25 cash app shown. I don't know when it was sent though, but it was to her.
It was sent yesterday during that live when they were, on Pizarro's channel yesterday morning, and she was so excited that VS and was going at King Roman, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, get him, girl, get him, get him, get him, get him," and she even
Oh,
said on that live that she had sent it. So yeah, she was proud of it. She said that she had sent it, but in that live further later on yesterday, she said that she should have stayed with her when she came back and um, whatever. Hit that. Yeah, there's something link that you might find it funny, but it's just a short clip of a link. I think it's just the clip, but oh, what else? King Roman News, I think he definitely is going live shortly. So you may want to keep your eyes peeled out for that, because I think I saw him say somewhere that he was going live after ODS. And
Are,
go ahead, Clyde.
no, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are any of these upcoming lives going to be discussing children? Because I'm all children out.
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. I think
Argue
he
the facts and not the children. Just argue like we don't. We're so over it. We don't care.
right.
Argue the facts.
Now what do you think of the fact that now Pizarro was having a whole hissy fit because the Misso put it out there and alluded to somebody said that somebody who was close to her told her some things, and then the Miss O when asked by Pizarro, Dima so refused to tell her who, and she kept deflecting and she changed the topic and all of this type of stuff. However, when this all these allegations came out about Chatgate, they initially asked for receipts, and then it was just a blanket uh, believing everything that the Misso said about Chatgate to the point the Misso was so emboldened that the last thing she said was, I think was yesterday or the day before, and she's like, it's to the point what now where I'm not giving any receipts. I don't have to give no receipts because you guys have done this and done that, and so receipts were not necessary. They poo-pooed, they waited on receipts, they, weren't hard on getting any facts to all of the things, the accusations, to the point where Yaya was called a snake and a hole and all of these things. And now everybody's trying to brush all of this, them, they, y'all under the rug as if it never happened. So now they want receipts.
Who wants receipts?
Didn't you Pizarro wants receipts from the Miss O about the
Yeah,
things
she
she
wants to
said
know who is it
that
that is giving her all this information because she doesn't speak to a lot of people behind, according to her, unless it's Bree. And Brianna is her only person she speaks to behind the scenes. So who are these people she continuously refers to when she keeps saying they this and them this and y'all didn't know that these people are saying this? She wants the receipts.
Let
I
me
Mhm.
do a
want
grand.
receipts too.
Yeah, let me do a grand opening, grand closing on this. First of all, Chatgate never should have been a thing. I'm mad that everybody did not ignore it because who cares, right? And then number two, pizza, trust me. I don't even talk to people. And I can tell you there are no receipts, girl. Just move on with a new storyline. And y'all know I love myself some pizza. But pizza, stop asking questions. Unless you just want to be a storyline, then okay. But chat
Look at how long she took to talk about the Cash App she got and what the
yeah,
Cash
chat
App
date never
meant.
should have been a thing. Like, who cares what anybody is talking about in a group that you're not a part of? I wasn't a part of it. I didn't think that there was anything malicious about it. I still don't think there's anything malicious about it. I, I don't think there's anything malicious about Bree's group. I don't think it's malicious about anyone else that has a group that I do or don't know about or have or haven't heard about. It's a non-factor. So the only thing I can figure is that this is a storyline that y'all want us to watch. And if so, then just say it and let's go on and we'll entertain you. But it's not a thing.
The group
Chatgate
chat.
is not a thing for KRN, for Bree, or for anybody else. It's not a thing. It's not
But
a
with
thing.
all the smoke
Yeah,
that group chat got, group chat got all that smoke, and Yaya got all the smoke, King Roman and everybody, and there was the same type of energy was not given back to what's the name of the group that Brianna created shortly
now
after
and then Brianna turns around and thinks that it's a great idea to
Discord.
have her own Discord. So she said she wouldn't even trust her grandmother if they were in King Roman News's chat based upon what the Miss O came out and said, however, did not prove. Now, it's my understanding when Brianna went live this morning that she was asking the Miss O who they, them, and y'all were. The same thing that King Roman News and the group chat people were asking of the Miss O. Who is they? Who said this thing? Who is them? Who is y'all? Okay, so you turn around and you emulate what King Roman News has done after saying you wouldn't trust your grandmother if they were in one, and then bang boom. Now you're asking who they, them, and y'all is, but no reflection of, hey, I may have jumped the gun when I just blanketly believed what was said about this group chat, which
Right.
inspired me. It's just a bunch of
Was there
BS.
any apology given at all?
Never, not any,
So there
nothing.
was a smooth little transition from group chat was the worst thing and blah 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 to a smooth transition to I'm going to create a group chat too.
To a
Let's do
smooth
Discord.
transition to the Miss O, who is they? Who,
Mm-hmm.
and
And the
we're
very
not.
same person who caused the issue, now she's okay. Got you. I got you. There you go. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's a lot go. Joanna, now you said she cussed you out last night when you dropped in her chat because she said she was doxxed, and I just saw that comment a while ago. She told you to tread lightly when you dropped in her chat. You always have to be on pins and needles being cool with the Miss O because you never know when she's upset with you. You have to just go on with your fingers crossed because you just never know. Is she cool with me today? Is she upset with something that I said today? Is she upset with somebody who I am cool with today? You never know. You never know because she's doxing people now.
I'm
Now
looking at
she's
your
doxing
comment.
people. Since yesterday, she's been talking about taking people's pages. She's been saying it since yesterday. Hey, the real K-Fit. She's been saying this since yesterday that she's going to be taking people's pages, whoever used her picture in any way, shape, or form, because, and she said she's sorry for those who may have used it a long time ago or whoever, but she's taking pages and she doesn't care.
Well,
So
can I
I
give a
don't know.
solution to that?
What's that?
Almost everybody in the B sector has at least one backup page. Okay. First of all, I don't believe this is going to happen, but since this is a storyline and we're supposed to play along, let's play along. Everybody's page can't get taken down at the same time. So every content creator take turns sharing the new page, the new backup page once she gets somebody else's page taken down. You see how that works? Okay, good.
I have
Okay,
Joanna
so
in the back.
let me finish before, please, because I
Okay.
hate being interrupted about.
Hold on for a few, Joanna. Go ahead,
Okay,
Monica.
so there was also this in ODS's chat. Okay, I don't know, Clyde, if you kept up. The Miss O went live, and then Pizarro went live to try to understand what happened because the Miss O had deleted her live, but there were 17 minutes of that live that were recorded by some page I'm not familiar with. Sean Bradley posted it. It was posted in Lipstick Alley, but it was only a 17-minute clip, and I'm pretty sure that Sean Bradley got it from Lipstick Alley. I'm pretty sure that's where he got it from. So after that, Pizarro went live, and she and the Miss O got into a horrible fight at the end of the live because Pizarro was asking who close to me told you these things, because the only person close to me is Bree. So then uh the Miss O wouldn't answer, and then she dropped down. She made all these accusations, wouldn't say who said it. Then she dropped down, and Pizarro ended her live. And then she put it immediately on private. So there is a page, Shady Lives of YouTube, who caught the end of the live and put it on their page. Now, Shady Lives of YouTube is kind of like that Unlocked and Henny
Mhm.
Wise, who
The
does little clip
Clippers. Mhm.
things, the Clippers. So ODS was about to play the Shady Lives of YouTube's video. Were you over at ODS's, Kai?
Yes, I came in after a while, red ball back, skipped forward. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw
So
Pizarro telling him not to play it. Is that what
she
you're
she told him, don't play her shit. And he
Right.
said, I wasn't gonna play it, I was gonna play Shady Lives. And she was like, no, don't play it because I have struck that person. So She put it immediately on private.
Mhm.
She doesn't want it to be seen because of course the Ms. O will be right back over there wreaking havoc because of what she does to get access. Obviously, she's not gonna let that cash cow go. So ODS didn't play it. I had played it already on my live. I was told, I wasn't over at Breeze Live. I was told that she may have played it as well. Now, Breeze Live from this morning
Yep.
is missing. So, huh?
Yeah, she played it. Go ahead.
Okay, so now Breeze Live from this morning is missing. So I think that they are going to try to play the little striking content creators who played it, but I didn't play her live. I played the Shady Lives of YouTube Live. So, there's that.
That is something to look out for, because the fact that she took it down and Brianna, you said hers is gone.
Hmm.
That is, that is something
Now,
to look into. Sure
now,
is.
now, listen. What I'm getting ready to say is just observation in terms of looking at people's patterns in the beef sector. This is not about who I like and who I don't like, because y'all know I do. I love myself some Ronnie Q and I love myself some Pizza Good. But in looking at patterns, right? TMO will kind of, cry wolf. Okay. And I think what probably happened is Pizza realized it. And, because sometimes pizza can get a little emotional. And then she probably got emotional, got caught up with TMO, and then realized it's like, I just want to delete this. But as we know in the B sector, nothing is completely gone. But here's the thing, Pete. So you should use it to spin it, which she kind of is. Use it to spin it as a cliffhanger, right? You know how we have these trailers that are cliffhangers, so that people will continue to come back to your next live to see what you have to say, if anything. Because I think that she and Bree are TMO's soft landing space, if you will. Because let's be honest, TMO has kind of, burnt her bridges with other people, be it because of them or her. I don't know, because I don't follow all the details. But Ronnie Q, if I remember, you were playing the sped up version, right?
No, 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 no. That was the sped up version was the
The
her
copy of the original.
yeah, no, her the Demon's own version. So that was sped up. I I I'm not sure if the Shady Lives of YouTube was fed up, but it does say edited. Oh no,
Okay,
it says edition.
now here's
No,
the
it says
thing.
edition, not edited. I'm sorry.
Right. So, okay. So now my next commentary is about knowing the rules of play in terms of whatever environment you're in. When we work on our jobs, we understand the do's and the don'ts and what our recourses are. So now I'm just
Hmm.
going to talk about YouTube a little bit. So if a work can become yours once it is edited, but I think it has to be edited a couple of ways. Meaning, don't quote me on this, but I think if the video isn't shown, the original video, so like we can't see the avatars and all the pulsating and all of that, right? So
Correct.
if that is edited, and then also if the voice is edited, and then so at least two different ways, right? So maybe just have the audio going, and then also maybe have it sped up, also making sure you're inserting your commentary at the
Hmm.
appropriate pacing that YouTube adheres to or advises, and then also making sure that that commentary is spaced appropriately, and that you're staying within the guidelines. And so this is, that's why a lot of times I'll drop in you all's live chats, and I'll post the copyright, not necessarily to protect you, but just to kind of remind everyone, right? Because whether we agree with someone's position on a topic, so let's just say a lot of people don't agree with what pizza is doing, and then we have other people that do agree. the greater picture is that we would like to have that commentary, that exchange between her and TMO, because it becomes a part of beef sector history. It also helps us for those people that like to look at people's patterns of behavior. It helps us by maintaining that, right? So I'm just saying, for the greater good of the beef sector history, make sure that we're adhering to the rules so that when a person is struck, that you're within the guidelines and the strike doesn't stick. And that's not just for you, Ronnie Q. That's for Bree. That's for Pizza. That's for TMO. That's for Coochie. It's for everybody. Because I look at this almost like a reality show. And you know how a lot of times there's always that one reality person that comes out and becomes almost like the star.
The
But
breakout
then,
star. Mhm.
right, but then they have to realize that they need that ensemble cast to make the show work, because no one's going to tune in for just one particular person. And I'm not saying that one person is above the other in the beef sector. I'm just saying that we enjoy watching everybody. You see what I'm saying? So let's keep everybody's channels up. Let's keep everyone's commentary going, because it makes for a good show. So that's all I'm saying. It's not against anyone. It's not for anyone. I'm just stating facts in terms of YouTube behaviors.
And it also keeps the commentary pure. See, to
Right.
remove this and to interpret it in a way that you want to now narrate the story is really disingenuous, because no one needs you to narrate a story. You know, it's obviously still out here. People can understand it to be what it is for themselves. So it takes that little slick hand out of, oh well, you know, I now to just play somebody's stuff in totality, their whole video, and narrate. See, this isn't like narrated by anyone. So it is what it is. You know, we'll see what happens. If if it gets struck down, you know, it has a overlay where you don't see the original characters of the video. Even the one that I played, that came off of LSA, I put an overlay over that because it was distorted, but you could just see the corners of that, like the bottom of the chat, that was her video. And I didn't want any of that, and the voice was distorted, and I put an overlay over it. So I'm not worried about either one of them. So it is what it is. So I'm
Yeah,
yielding.
and I think I remember you, yeah, because you had at one point in time, Deanna hit the link, and then at another time, I think K Fit hit the link, and you all were giving commentary sporadically there, throughout.
Hmm.
So as long as as long as you're going back to YouTube's rules and guidelines and adhering to it, because at this point in time, everyone has been on YouTube so long that the game has changed. It's not Wild Wild West like it used to be. Um, but we do like to have that history, and we do like to have that original source, because it helps to build beef sector history. And someone in the chat asks, can we play from other social media sources, I guess, like Facebook, Instagram? I'm not a content creator, but I do kind of hear stuff, and But my point is that to be on the safe side, because YouTube is infamous for changing their rules. Okay, to be on the safe side, I would treat anything that I played from another platform, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, I would follow the same rules of engagement just to make sure that I'm on the safe side if it were me and I were a content creator.
That's true, because who was it that got their page struck the other day for bringing stuff from Instagram over on their page? Was it
Well,
Shakim? I think it was.
allegedly, the non-binary guy got demonetized for all the Instagram
Right.
content that he had on his page.
It was way too much. And then I think there's a difference when you stop and you give commentary because I think there's room for that. But then again, it also depends on the CC and, if they
Right.
see what portions of it you used and stuff, you
Right.
know?
And then we also have to be mindful is that we are still, listen at me saying we, but we are still using someone else's body of work, right? And
Yep.
so if we were to go and let's just say I have a channel and I play all of Ronnie Q's video, even though her video has come to an end, I'm detracting from her views. And so, as a fellow CC, I should be respectful to her, right? I don't want to take away from her money. I don't want to take away from her views. So, what I should do is maybe take an interesting part of her commentary, break it down, give my commentary every so often, and then leave off at a cliffhanger and say, if you want to know the rest, go back to Ronnie Q. Now, here's the thing. That's whether I like Ronnie Q or if I don't. That's just being respectful as a fellow content creator. And,
that's usually exactly what I do. I'll play a portion of it. I won't play a beginning if I'm just playing a little special part, and I tell you, and you need to go back to the beginning because it was good from the beginning, and I'll drop the link to the video, but this video link wasn't available to drop.
Right, that's true. You do that, yeah. And in all honesty, not saying that Pizza needs advertisement for her channel, but every little bit does help. And so really these different videos could still be pointing, people giving commentary about what happened could still be pointing back to her and saying, keep an eye out, much like Mary Carey is doing today. She said, this is a live watch list, right? A live watch video that we're doing. We're watching to see who's going to go live next. And so with doing that, everyone is pretty much going to be on the edge of their seats saying, we can't wait till Pizza comes back because we want to see what she has to say. We want to see if TMO is going to be on the panel, or we want to see if she's not on the panel, how soon will she come back? So all these different questions, which is a part of a good reality show, which is the kind of questions we ask with a good soap opera, you know what I'm saying, with a good, all of that good television show. You just want to wait to see when the next one is, and then everyone will pop over there. But everyone has got to play their part continuously in the beef sector to do that and not be so divisive in terms of threatening to take other people's channels down. Well, here's the thing is that if you were to do that, again, I don't believe it's going to happen. I just think it's another part of the storyline.
What I think happened? I think because I knew I heard Pizarro said this lately. She's like, beef sector people could always speak on my, talk about stuff on my channel, review my lives. But she was saying like people from other sectors are not allowed to. You remember hearing that?
Well, so I remember.
Yeah, she said it like 2 days ago, two days ago, I think.
Right.
And I'm wondering if the person who has the clip right now, if she thinks they're from a whole different sector, or she knows that, maybe that's the reason why she's planning on flagging that person. I think.
It could be because she did put that in her chat. She said, "B sector people, feel free to review my video." And she said, if you're outside of the sector, no, unless you kind of give me a little something. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, I'm not quoting her exact. And that's when Sister T had dropped down in the chat, because Sister T has been coming for the beef sector lately. So it could be,
I paid Pizarro $15 for a video that I never got to in my life. So she's been paid. She's already got it on the front end.
Right, and we're not saying that's exactly. We won't know unless Pizarro comes out and actually tells us what her mindset is. Maybe she has a plan of action, and like you're saying, Carrie, maybe she views that person as not being a part of the beef sector. But we won't know until Pizza tells us what's going in her mind, right? Because think about it, she's very cool with ODS, and for her to tell him not to play it, kind of a little bit leads me to believe that she is working on something,
I
possibly.
think
Yeah.
so too, because otherwise, from that, she would have never told him not to play
Working
her
on a
kid.
way to figure out how to get D Miss O back on her panel. That's what I think. That's just my opinion.
Whether
Okay.
listen,
Now
Demon Stone
now
was gonna
here
go back over there anyways, whether
right,
or not she's gonna go over there.
right,
You know, I wasn't talking about y'all. The y'all wasn't
right,
you. You
right.
know, you
Okay.
defend me. You defend me.
So here's something that's interesting. Over on I'm reading this. Just like TMO's Cash App to Pisa started uh, the chat gate versus Pisa Bree. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, with Roman and Chatgate and Pizza, so did a Cash App from Sean Bradley started this off. So Uppity was up on the panel when Pizarro and Demas O was going back and forth, and then Sean Bradley sent Uppity a Cash App to let uh, Uppity know that he had an actual 17-minute clip of what the Miss O had said. So that's when Pizarro realized that she could go back and hear for herself what Miss O had said on the live. So Sean Bradley was the one who sent Uppity a Cash App. So Miss O would have a harder time of getting out of trying to say, she wasn't talking about Pizarro, because she was clearly talking about Pizarro on that 17-minute clip. But, it is what it is. So I didn't realize that's how it got started up there, with Uppity knowing that it was a portion of that video. And the Miss O didn't even realize that there was a portion of that video was out until Sean Bradley let them know that it was on his wall, his community wall. And I'm pretty sure he got that from Lipstick Alley.
Well, Sean is really good about bringing us what's going on, the highlights in terms of what's going on Lipstick Alley, because I know I don't get a chance to go over there on a regular basis. Usually, if I'm too far behind in the beef sector, I know I go over there because I can get cliff notes in terms of what's been going on and, what's happening or whatever. But a lot of times I just don't go. But I will say this. The thing about the beef sector, right, is that everyone does their little bits of dirt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They do their little messy stuff. I'm talking about me too. I'm talking about me. And but what we in the beef sector want is we want people to own up to the stuff that they do. That's a collective consensus here in the beef sector, especially when we see things happening repeatedly, and in our minds we're thinking that people are getting away with things. And so, that could also be one of the reasons that, it was brought out, so that TMO can address her rant. I guess I'm gonna call it a rant to be nice. Okay. And so the question will be, will TMO address her rant? Will she justify it? Will she deny it? Will she ignore it? What's going to be her next move? So that's kind of what we're all looking for too. So what will be done, because most of us were asleep and had no idea none of that stuff was going on, me included. Okay.
I was about to go to sleep, and then I went over to Pizarro's channel after seeing that 17-minute clip, and right when I was getting to the beginning of it, it went on private.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Listen, there in the beef sector, there's someone that's always up. Always. Between all the different time zones that we're in and different parts of the world and people on different work schedules and sleep schedules. Listen, somebody is always going to be up and catch something that's being said and done. So Ronnie Q, let me ask you this. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you
I'm
now.
here.
It sound, yeah, it
Okay.
sound like you're kind of far away. So, who do you think? I think this should be a poll. Who do you think will be Brooke's man now?
Her husband. I think that if they go to Vegas, it will be set up as we're renewing our vows or something corny. I don't think. I think that all of this was really attention seeking behavior. I don't think that she had any interest in that dude Peels. I
Mhm.
definitely think that this was a storyline for them both because he is so utterly involved in something that would make any rational man look like a pansy. And who wants to do that unless the only thing that they want is attention?
Right. So did his page grow any?
He doesn't
Peel's.
even. Oh, I'm not sure. I've never been over to his page, so I can't tell you that.
Now, let me tell you, when this stuff pops off, right, between just different groups of people, and I'm gonna use Kiki and Octavius as an example. This last we breaking up because of whatever. What I did was I screenshotted um their subscriber count. And I said, this storyline is so freaking ridiculous, it's got to be made up. So once it finished playing out, I went back and looked at their subscriber count. And when I tell you that mess works, your numbers do go up. So if you all want to have fun, when something ridiculous pops up that we're like, okay, we're going to play along, but we know this ain't real. Okay. Go look at somebody's subscriber count in the beginning and then the end of the storyline, and you'll see a difference. So that's why I was wondering if Peels. But listen, I'm rooting for Brooke and her husband, honey, and the new little baby girl.
Shut up,
I'm
Clyde.
for I'm for the traditional happy family. I'm being so sarcastic.
I
I mean,
hope you are.
really, I am rooting for them to be married. But when I said traditional family, I'm being sarcastic about that.
Well, yeah, I just couldn't put my life out on the line for fodder for YouTube. I just don't understand that. I don't understand why any of these discussions are being had on YouTube. So I can't see the sanctity in any of this situation. So it kind of baffles me. But people, it takes all types of people to make up this world.
That's true. And think about it, Ronnie Q. Um, we need a variety of storylines. And just like I couldn't see myself on a reality show, but we have
Mm.
people that get out here, they do it, and then we end up liking these people. We're like, oh, you know what? I really like their personality. They're a cool person.
And
So
they could be people that we don't have in our real life, that we don't associate in our real life. And then we get to like them and we get
right.
to understand them from being exposed to them.
Absolutely. So that when you encounter them on your job or wherever, then you won't get got. But yeah, honestly, I am rooting for, her and her husband. Listen, I wouldn't put my marriage out there, but because you did, girl, because you were brave enough to, I'm rooting for you and your husband to make it. And it's just a part of it. It's another storyline. What can I say?
And
Because
I had forgotten when I was listening to you, and I had totally forgotten about that. Me and Malik is gonna work it out, and then it's back to me and Peels are together. I think I kind of like forgot about that.
see, I didn't even know it because I wasn't following the storyline. But Malik went going over to Breeze, kind of, talked about some things, and I was like, oh, really? Oh, really? I was talking back to the device, like, what? What? Oh, okay. So yeah, so shout out to Malik for giving us a recap.
Malik is just as bad as Brooke. For him to sit up there when Jaden asked him, is there really a baby girl? And he has routinely avoided that question, not answered that question. And I think that is something that he's kind of holding in his hand as his trump card. And if he ever answers that question with a no, I think that it'll be truly and utterly he'd be done with her. So I think that's what endears her to him, and let him stay around. It's weird. It's just crazy.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to go do something real quick. Thank you guys for holding it down because a call came in. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we here running our mouths.
I cannot ignore my mom when she calls.
Exactly. Let me see what they're saying down in the chat. Listen, I will give Uppity this. Uppity hit Carrie's link yesterday, and she was on the panel talking and addressing comments in the comment section. And I was like, she is multitasking. I'm not that good. So let me put myself on mute and see what's happening in the chat.
So what's so good about Uppity being on the panel and commenting? I mean, did she add something to the commentary?
She and a viewer were about to go at it, and I'm like, please don't let them curse today. I don't want to hear them because I like a view and stuff, and then she doesn't want to have to deal with Uppity. But then I think they ended up cussing each other out on the spaceship, didn't they? Yesterday, I think so. They still ended up going back and forth. I'm almost sure. A view is a view. Are you in here?
Well, over here they were arguing about Kegels.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she did bring up the Kegels over on the Starship. I heard her say, "Well, I'm doing my Kegels."
Right, it started over here.
Okay, yeah.
It started over here, and I stopped them. I know it would have gone off like really bad yesterday, but I'm like, please don't argue, guys. Please don't.
Listen, it was so funny. I heard Ronnie Q say, when Ronnie Q was giving her assessment of some stuff, and she was saying how Uppity had gotten the best of TMO. And it was so funny because you're right, Ronnie Q, not about the TMO thing, because I didn't see that exchange. But people don't give Uppity her props. Uppity be coming out of left field with some stuff, and you be like, I never really thought of that. And she's real quick with it. I mean, she's very quick with it. She doesn't have to meditate at all, okay? It just comes off the top of her dome. Y'all got to give Uppity her credit. Because Ronnie Q and I have already given her credit.
Yeah, she does come up with some good ones. I must admit, she does come up with some good ones. When she's really pushed in a corner, as long as it's not lying or something like that. Right. I like the witty thing.
Uppity is hilarious.
She is.
Yeah.
I got to take this moment to give Ronnie Q her flowers, okay? And I don't think you all caught this about Ronnie Q.
No red cards?
So a couple of, I want to say maybe about a week or so ago, Rico, right? Rico lives in New York, Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Had hit the link, and I think it started off with him and Ronnie Q arguing in the chat. Now listen, I'm going to tell y'all, I love myself some Rico, okay?
No, you love all the oddballs, but go ahead.
Listen, if you could only hear me around in here when I have y'all playing like a podcast and I be in the house doing stuff, I will just sometimes stop and just fall out laughing because y'all are hilarious. Anyway, so it started with Ronnie Q and Rico arguing in the chat. So then Rico hit the link and he was going off. But here's the thing. Ronnie Q was keeping up with the argument in the chat. I had never in my life seen that, okay? She had no typos. She was going off, and I could hear what she was typing in my mind in her voice. And she was just as quick with her fingers. And I said, either that woman used to be a stenographer or she daggone got talk to text.
He was
Neither.
still in the chat while she was going.
I was screaming, laughing. And then you got into an argument with somebody else too. It was a couple of days ago. And you were arguing from the chat, but I can't remember what channel I was watching. And when I tell you, I was literally screaming out loud, laughing. I said, y'all do not want to play with Ronnie Q's fingers because she's quick.
I remember that too. I was like, and they were like, well, quit saying the same thing because I'm, the chat is a little delayed from what you're hearing, so it
Right.
may look like I'm saying it twice, but no, you said what you said twice, so I'm answering you, back to back.
Oh, okay. Now that's the very first time I saw you when you were getting into it with Miss Thames. But then it was Ronnie Q, and then it was Rico. But it was sometime this week I thought you were responding. I thought maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Stuff might be running together in my mind. But listen, when I tell you you were giving it to Miss Things from the chat, I said I have never seen nothing like this before.
How quickly that storyline came down. That storyline didn't go anywhere. How many days did that last? A day, 2?
Did she ever hit her 1,000? Because I think when I looked at her channel, she was under 400. When she was
that storyline ended the day it started. Okay.
Exactly. When she went after Ronnie Q, I said, "Oh, let me run over here and see what her numbers look like." And it was like 300 and maybe like 48 or something like that. But it was under 400. I don't know what it looks like now.
And I haven't even gone back over there. I am not even inquisitive. I'm on to the next. I see. I'm not gonna go back and forth to with someone that I just showed you grace. I didn't do anything. You got more grace than regular people who have been over here. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Listen, this is how I look at things. Very squinty-eyed, especially when you are when I say professional, those jobs that we quote unquote call professionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
For you to even have been put on suspension, for you to even to have been questioned on your job, ain't nobody got time for that. To do something to put your own self into a situation like that lets me know you're not smart. I ain't talking about Coochie Williams. Coochie Wilson or whatever his name is, but I am talking about Coochie. I ain't talking about him, but I'm talking about him because it's the same thing with him too. And so I find it odd when a person's life has been affected and yet they still continue to return back to YouTube. I can't take that kind of person serious. Even though this is just a storyline and this is nothing but a whole reality show online. But listen, ma'am, please stop telling people you smart, because anyone with smart parts wouldn't have their job toyed with and then return to the scene of the crime. I'm just saying.
Doing the same thing and doing the exact same thing. It's
right. Yeah. The content is still gonna, probably cause problems for her job again too. So that is crazy. Falling for the same okie doke.
The thing about it is, like Brooke, her biggest, you think you're so this, you think you so, no, actually no. I go to my channel and I give my commentary. What you may think about it, I see the smartest person will say something that they believe and know to be right, and then they can be corrected. No, actually it's this way. And the smartest person is the person who is able to say, I didn't know that. See, that shows that you're a smart person because you're willing to learn beyond what you believe to be right.
Right. Very true. What's so funny? I was talking to a family member and we were discussing Coochie. And and the person said, so he went to school, but he's not applying the principles that he learned. I said, no. I said, oh yeah, he's not smart. He's not smart at all. I keep telling y'all that man ain't smart. And I don't know why. Jay Dunn, don't get mad at me, girl, but I'm gonna bring it up again. Don't you ever let Coochie out talk you, girl. Don't you ever. That man is not smart. The beef sector is collectively and individually smarter than him on both levels. And let me add this in too. You mind, Carrie?
Why not? Go ahead. Why do you stop? Why did you stop? It's the views and the opinions on this panel are not necessarily those of the content creator. Go ahead, Clyde.
Right. Now, tell me what you think about this, Ronnie Q. So, when Coochie was advertising his cruise last year, he said anybody could come, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Gave us all the information. So whoever wanted to be there, be there. So after they came back from the cruise and everything was said and done, and Sean did his live and let us know that Sean had reached out to other content creators and other people weren't able to come, but he opened it up and said, hey, do you all want to go with me on this cruise, and let's kind of keep it quiet. That's me kind of paraphrasing what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people opted not to go. Okay, so follow that. With everything going on in the beef sector, because you know the beef sector can't hold water, Coochie was still caught off guard. And so when I started adding up some rough numbers in my head, I said, about 400 people knew about this surprise pop-up and they did not tell Coochie.
Not one person.
So think about it. When he right. So when he is going at people, right? Because he loved to say barbecue, right? Barbecue people. I didn't realize so many people didn't like you, girl. Guess what, Coochie? Over 400 people kept a secret from you, bro. So you can't ever tell nobody that they're unlikely.
Nobody found out about it until that. That was a nice little petication, no lie. It provided content. So you had two different groups going. Who was the first one who decided it was supposed to be MU's and Tracy's trip first? No, hold on. It was supposed to be his trip first. Mm-hmm. And then another set of people decided to go. And then those people thought they were crashing his thing, but it ended up being Sean and their petication. So that was a good one. It made for good content.
But see, it's all par for the course, and it sticks in his craw so much as it should, because he got the idea from Dovey and he dogged her vacation out. So it was meant to be bad. I think I'm going to go on me a cruise. Like, I'm going to show you up. And he got shown up on his own show up.
By two different groups. Two whole different groups.
Tracy and him were cool by then because they
became friends before the cruise.
But you heard what he said? He said, Lord, and I was just saying, if I could just get through this cruise. So he was the one who reached out to her because
he made amends before.
He needed to get through that cruise. And now he's done again. He's beefing with her because I said, Lord, if I could just get through this cruise. So he ran to her because he was afraid to be on that cruise boat with a mad Tracy.
Exactly. Look, I knew Ronnie P was gonna catch that when he said it, because I said, "Oh, there it is." We've been saying it the whole time, and see, he always admits to stuff we already know. But usually, if you wait it out about 3 months or so, he'll eventually tell on himself. He always tells them because he's not smart. He's not smart, y'all.
He's not self-aware. But we are
hold on.
Of who he is.
When you guys finish, we got news because you know this is a watch live, right? We got action. We've got action, and we are going to King Roman.
Okay, Carrie. All right, Clyde.
We cannot miss stuff, guys. I know it's guys up in there in the clouds. You can finish your point, Clyde and Ronnie Q, but I'm just making sure you know that's where we're going after this.
Oh, I was done. We were just agreeing that he tells on himself.
Baby. And the name of the title is I'll tell you when he starts, because for right now it's music, but we're gonna go over there once he starts. Okay, so it's all music and stuff right now, but we're
Oh,
not gonna
okay.
miss anything. So far it's been Brianna, it's been ODS, it's been who else went live? So it started with Ronnie Q, Brianna, ODS. Who is next? King Roman. Okay. And then I don't know if Yaya, I think Yaya said she's gonna go live. So she's
Yeah,
getting
she
them
did.
back to back to back to back. Okay. She is getting them back to back. And I know King Roman is gonna set this shit off. Okay. I know
Now
it.
I'm gonna tell y'all, after y'all, I'm gonna be over it. I get over these storylines quick.
Trust and believe you won't, because then Pizarro may go live after that. You never know what
Oh,
she's
that's
gonna come
right.
up
Oh
with.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We do want to see what Peaks
Because
Peaks
the
got to
Cash App may
say.
be sent in the back again, like she did with the Cash App to start group chat gate off. And we
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's gonna happen with that Cash App she sent to VS, because that is gonna start another gate too. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna start a whole nother gate. And then we have K Fit tomorrow. K
Right, right.
Did you guys see a K Fit over there by Ronnie Q's this morning? K
Oh, when she
Fit.
was on the live, yeah.
I looked down in the chat and saw K-Fit getting penalty cards from Shantae, and I'm like, oh my god, you're giving her red cards too? Because she was going off. She's like, and you're mentioning my son? She was talking big shit today, and that was hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, well, the things, just to, reach so far to go there to say absolutely, asinine things. And it was just really disgusting. Let's be clear.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll say this again. I'm all children out, so can we skip over that part?
Mhm.
But in a reality show, we always need at least one good villain. If we can have about 3 or 4, that's even better. But we always need a villain. And some people are willing to sacrifice themselves.
Look, Sean Bradley put a post up. They, them, y'all. Bree, Pisa, KRN, and the rest of the B sector is asking the Miss O the same question. This is from Sean Bradley. Who is they, them, and y'all? Okay, so it's a whole little long post if you want to go over there and check out Sean Bradley stirring the pot some more about the they, them, and y'all.
Baby, baby, we're ready. We're ready.
All right, I'll
We're
see you
ready,
guys
guys. Let's
later.
go over. Let me drop his link real quick. Shit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I am excited. Bye. Sorry
Bye
to cut you
bye.
off, guys, but you know I gotta go listen to King Roman.
Bye, y'all. See you over there.
Bye. We're ready, guys. Go on over there. Let me get his link. I'm sorry. Guys, I am sorry. For those who are still up there in the clouds and you may not be so close to your device, I dropped the link. This is where we're going. We're going to King Roman News. Okay. We're going to see what he has to say about the whole situation. King Roman News said, listen, I told y'all. I told y'all. So this live was only for us to sit and wait to see who was going live next. And we have the answer. And that is why we're leaving. You hear me? That is why we're going. Okay. We've got action, child. Bye. I'm not even playing music to get out of this bitch. Bye.